We are back for part 2. We're going very barefaced today. This is part 2 of tips and tricks on how to thrift your Halloween costume if you would like to do that. If you missed part 1 is a little bit more of an intensive process, making your costume from fabric, thrift flipping pieces of clothing. If you would like to go watch that, I will have the link above and below in my description. Part 2 is kind of the easy one. It's just how to take things from the thrift store, make either minimal or no changes, and style it into a Halloween costume. Just the same as last time, I'm not going to be thrifting everything for every costume, but at least one main component will be thrifted. Let's get started. My first idea was a goddess, specifically Persephone, because I have been obsessed with Persephone and Hades since I was about 12 years old. The roots of the story are so good, and it could make such a good modern retelling, or especially like a retelling with modern sensibilities. Listen, that's not what this video is about. We have to move on. I could talk about it all day. We have to move on. I used this tablecloth. Yes, there is a holly pattern on it. This is a Christmas tablecloth. We're going to ignore that. This doesn't take any sewing. All I had to do was drape it over my shoulders and pin it together. So let's talk about styling. So I started with a basic slip dress and layered a black skirt over that. Like I said in my last video, layering will always help whatever you're wearing feel more costumey. And then I followed a keton draping tutorial that I found on Pinterest, where you fold it in half and then drape it over your shoulders and pin it. I then tucked and pinned both of those layers into my belt. I also made this quick pomegranate headpiece earlier that day because, you know, pomegranates, Persephone, it's a whole thing. I think by this point everyone has seen that like zip tie crown thing. I've seen it a million times, so I'm just gonna show you how I made it. First, I layered 2 headbands over each other and zip tied them together. Then across the upper headband, I just placed a bunch more zip ties, cut them off to make a star shape, and then I got some gold paint, which if my camera had been focusing would have shown you that I was kind of doing a gold to black ombre. That's part of the reason why I bought black zip ties. And then I also painted all these tiny pomegranates with a little bit of gold paint just to tie them in a little bit more. Once everything was dry, I tried to attach all of the pomegranates in kind of a natural looking way. And with that, the crown and this first costume is done. One of these days, when I have all the fabric that I need, I would love to actually try to make an entire Persephone costume that I design. It's one of the things are like on my list of things that I want to make in my lifetime, basically. Anyway, let's move on to the next costume, which was a pirate using a thrifted leather vest. When I first saw this, I have to admit, I thought it was ugly. I think we can all admit it's not pretty. My mother came with me when I thrifted this and she showed me this. Do you have that person in your life where they are just so much better at thrifting than you? So you usually end up just buying twice the amount of things and you love every single piece. They are just so good at finding things, and they're also like your good luck charm. They make you better at thrifting. I try to always take my mom with me when I thrift. She's just so good at it. So she brought me this vest and I was like, what's the thought process here? And she said, no, cut the front out and like make it a lace-up thing that you like. And oh my gosh, was she right? I love this vest so much. So all I did was take an awl and made some holes. This is a fake leather vest, but I know that with real leather, you can just punch holes and lace it. You don't need the extra strength from like a grommet or an eyelet. I didn't know if it would work with this, but I tried it and it's worked pretty well so far. So we'll see how that holds up. For styling, I had on some leggings, a skirt, and then a flowy blouse. blouse, and then over the vest I put on a corset belt, and instead of a pirate hat, because I don't have a pirate hat, I just kind of did that scarf thingy that I see them have underneath their hats usually. After this I put on a chunky pair of boots and another belt, because honestly you can never have too many accessories, and the second outfit is done. The next idea was a demon or a devil. One of my favorite Halloween costumes, honestly. I'd actually been thrifting for this idea for a while and just couldn't find anything that was red and also something that I thought would make a good costume. But one day I found this matching thrifted set. Oh my gosh, it's inside out and everything. I did not come prepared. This is the shirt and this is the skirt. It looks very 80s, but I honestly have no idea when this was made. I'll have to do some research. But seeing this set kind of gave me the idea to try to do a 40s inspired demon. Definitely inspired by a certain couple of characters from a certain show. This is what the set looks like alone. Very cute. It's a little small in the chest, as always. Then I made these really cute devil horns, but I deleted the footage. So I'm just gonna try to explain. It was really simple. If you did watch my last video, I made this little bloody choker out of these red hot glue sticks, and I basically just did the same thing. I drew two devil horns on parchment. I drew two devil horns onto the parchment paper and then just kind of colored in the lines with the red hot, did I say red hot glue? No, red hot glue sticks. It's red hot glue sticks. My brain today. A little moment of truth here. I've been a little under the weather this entire week while I've been filming this video. Today has been the first day that I felt better, so if my brain is not working at 100% capacity, that is why. I've had a little stomach bug thing. Where was I? I kind of colored in the lines with the red hot glue sticks and then glued them to a headband. Very, very simple. I definitely could have made them bigger, but I still think they're very cute. Also put on some devil-ish makeup. I also tried to do some like horns on my lips to kind of give more of that vibe, but they immediately came off, so whatever. Put on some shoes that I thought would look very 40s, but I just did not end up liking it with this specific outfit. So I changed out of the shoes, added a belt, and put on some cute sunglasses that I found and just had to buy. This costume is ready to go to hell. The next idea was to do a ghost costume with this dress, which I actually thrifted a long time ago, and I just thrifted it for me. It was really good quality. I love the embroidery, but I thought it would actually serve really well for just like a basic ghost costume. How I styled it. The dress on its own looks very 90s, which was part of the reason why I loved it, but to kind of make it look more old-timey, I put a skirt on underneath and a corset over top. Yes, I did make this corset. I will be posting a short about how I made it sometime in the future. Oh, I also did some like ghostly gray makeup. Lastly, I put on this black veil that I bought. I felt like a white veil would feel too bride-like, and this felt more ghost. Maybe it still looks too much like a bride, but oh well. And that's outfit number 4. Hopefully these are helpful, or you just enjoyed watching, either one. I'm really excited because I feel like most, if not all of these things that I thrifted, I could just incorporate into like my everyday outfits, which I'm very excited to do. My next video I'm super excited about. It is a couple of fall inspired crochet projects, so watch out for that. They'll be coming out probably at the end of October, if not the very beginning of November. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you back here next time.